Yeah, Video Music Box, we are here. Book signing, Tashera Simmons. You think you know, but you have no idea. Wait, before we even get into that, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Always.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Yes, yes.
Legendary Ralph McDaniel. I love it.
Thank you. And you know, what does that title mean? You think you know, but you have no idea.
You know what? And I think maybe you could even relate to this. I think a lot of us can relate to it. It's like, I feel like being in this industry, people think they know and they really don't have any idea. That's number one. Then, me being with X, I think people think they know, but they don't have no idea after the fact.
Right.
So, I said, you know what? As I was writing, because at first it was finding Tashera, because, you know, I was so lost after me and him separated that I was trying to find myself. But as I went, and it was 8 years that we were separated, I was like, people think they know, but they really have no idea. I was like, this is the title. So it's just basically like, you think it's just the title just says it all.
Yes.
You know
and you know, when I thought about you and I thought about the journey you must have gone through, and you go through still to this day, because your name, it says Simmons on there, right?
Yep, which I'm actually going to keep because we have 4 children together, and they're Simmons. So, you know, I don't want to be, you know, I got to keep the Simmons.
Yes. What is it like for you? I mean, every day. I was just watching something, I don't know what it was, TMZ, and they had a story on D, and I was like, okay, the saga continues.
It never stops. And that's the thing. And it's like, what's so crazy is, me and him haven't been together for 8 years,
yes,
and people still come up to me with everything that's going on, and they know, and they say, yo, why you and X don't work this shit out? Like, there's no, and I'm like, I was just telling somebody, I don't even be knowing how to respond to that.
Right.
And then I'm like, that's another thing that inspired me to write the book, because I'm like, you know what, people think they really know, but they have no idea, and then they do know and they don't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like,
well, you know, anytime you have a spouse, loved one, child, whatever it is, and they don't understand what they do affects the family.
The whole family.
The whole family.
And that's the thing. And it's very hard living in the public eye.
Yes.
I mean, it's hard alone when you're going through the type of situation that me and him was dealing with, when it comes to the drugs,
yes,
the infidelity,
yes,
humility,
yes,
you know, everything. And it's like, us as regular human beings is hard. We don't even want our family to know, but to actually have the whole world knowing.
Right, like black people don't come up like that.
Exactly, exactly. Exactly. So I'm like, I mean, to escape all of that and then not be on drugs or still have my mind, you know, don't drink, like, not rarely, you know, wine. I think it's a blessing. Yes, and that was the whole point of me writing the book, because it's not about that I'm bashing DMX at all. It's about a woman that's been through a lot of trials and tribulations with another human being.
Yes.
Because DMX, you know, he's an idol to people.
Yes.
But he's just Earl Simmons to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I had to tell my story, and I always put, please, not bashing him. I'm just trying to tell my story so that maybe even men or women, after seeing and reading my life, it would give them hope. Yeah. That, no, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because people don't know, like you just said, he's Earl Simmons to you. You know, they think that, oh, you know, because quite obviously I've been at a show with D and the women are going crazy, or if I played a video, oh, that's my husband, I love him, play that again. That's the guy on the screen, that's the guy, the movie star, but behind all of that, was your husband.
Yeah, he's my husband. Right. I knew him since we were kids.
Right.
It's like, even when I used to watch, I mean, women used to come up to us when I was right there. Throw underwears, bras, and I'm just like, it never really bothered me, because I was like, oh, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing for them.
Yes.
But when babies started actually popping up, you know, I'm like, okay, on top of that kind of hurt, it's like, you're not protecting yourself.
Right.
So what am I have 4 children to raise. The AIDS, it's a lot of disease out there. So I had to make a decision.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the whole world knows my decision.
Yes, yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it was very hard to do it, but I did it with a good mind. You know, my heart is still good, my spirit is still good, and I think it's something to talk about.
Well, I'm so happy to see you, because I've seen you over the years, and I can look at you and see that it's kind of like a little calmer now.
When I tell you, Angela Yee, when she read my book, she told me that she said, I can't believe that's real. Wow. It's kind of like it's fiction, but she knows it's real. But she said when she read it, and that was my normal life.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, not until I was out of it is when I realized that X is definitely one of a kind.
Yes.
Great heart,
Yes.
great talented artist.
Yes.
But he's one of a kind, and there's never a dull moment with him. What you see is what you get. It's not a front. When he's outside in the public and he's all, that's how he is when he wakes up, when he wants a cereal, when he wants whatever. So, but it's draining.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool when everybody's around him and it's the energy and they like, yo.
Yeah.
But what, 25 years of day in and day out, it was draining for me.
Enough
It was
is
draining
enough.
for the kid.
Yeah.
Enough is enough,
Yeah.
basically. So I'm standing up, and I think men can relate too, because they have women like this too, like him too. So that's been through craziness, and you know. So I'm giving people hope that you can move on. It's life after, you know, and it's not over just because. No, now I'm calm, like you said. I'm a lot happier.
Yeah.
My kids
Kids are
are
calm.
happy. They're calm. They're having a normal life, and I mean that's what it's about. And
So good for you.
yeah, it's good. And God, keep God first.
That's right. That's right.
Always.
So where can we find this book now? Because folks are looking. We're here. We're doing a book signing, but where can we find it?
You can find my book on Amazon, Kindle, Nook, PayPal, Target, Walmart, any mom and pop stores, anywhere where books are sold.
Yes.
And my publishing company, MVP Publications, which is a great publisher.
Yes.
They believed in me, and I had majors that wanted to, but I after doing my research, I thought it was better to go with an independent publisher, because I felt like this was some kind of story, and I didn't want to get robbed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be able to, you know what I'm saying? So definitely pick up the book. Don't let my life story go in vain. It's a great read, and I'm not just saying that. This is what everybody's telling me.
Tashera
Thank you for
Simmons,
having
y'all.
me, too.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Love you.
Love you too.
Yes.